All right, so last night, President Joe Biden and Donald Trump had their first debate. And earlier today, the president said himself it was not his best performance. But there are three things that were true yesterday before the debate that are still true today. Let's level set on this. All right? First, the stakes of this race could not be higher. Second, the contrast in this election could not be more stark. And third, we believe in our president, Joe Biden, and we believe in what he stands for. That's right. And to that point, we all know, let's not forget, he beat Donald Trump once. And in Nevada, with your help, we're going to do it again. And we're going to win because for all the punditry last night, for all of that, our president made clear there is a contrast between someone who lies and someone who leads. Let's start with the thing we have always known. Donald Trump is unburdened by the truth. It's not a burden he carries. Case in point, last night, a nonstop stream of lies. He said the neo-Nazi rally in Charlottesville was, quote, fabricated. Well, let us speak the truth. That's a lie. He said the mob he incited at the United States Capitol on January 6th was only a, quote, small number of people who were, quote, ushered in by the police. A lie. He claimed he never called our troops suckers and losers. As General John Kelly, his former chief of staff, can tell you, another lie. Friends, most of us agree. In a real leader, character matters more than style. And Donald Trump simply does not have the character to be president of the United States. For further context, consider more than 20 of his former top leaders, from his former Secretary of Defense to his National Security Advisor to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, have spoken out against Trump. And note, between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, only one candidate on that stage has the endorsement of his own vice president. Joe Biden. And former Vice President Pence is evidently not supporting a second term for Trump because he knows Trump is a threat to our democracy, and he only fights for himself, not you. Now, some of you might remember that recently when Donald Trump was here in Las Vegas in 104-degree heat, he told a crowd, quote, "I don't care about you, I just want your vote." Well, that's about the only thing he said lately that rings true. Nevada, as vice president, I see Joe Biden when the cameras are on and when the cameras are off. In the Oval Office, negotiating bipartisan deals. I see him in the Situation Room, keeping our country safe. On the world stage, meeting with foreign leaders who often ask for his advice. Joe Biden is a leader who always fights for the people of our nation. He fights and he wins. And he wins. And he wins.
Two, three, four, five. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
And I'm Tony, the number one soul brother. And welcome to the Friday night live stream, where we're gonna get some asses tonight.
That's what we do.
Because we got a lot of things to talk about.
Main
things to talk about from last night.
Main thing we want to get into, everybody's seen, I know most people seen, is the debates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Dial? And we also got some other things to touch on, is Twitter and the motherfucking verses. Something I don't know if anybody touched that yet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, Dial?
Yeah.
So it's a lot to get into tonight. Appreciate everybody that's new here. If you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know one thing is going on here.
Right on.
We hunting magazine coons. Magazine coons.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, if you're new here, keep on coming through here. That's the way I see.
Hey, so look, the debates. Let's get on this shit. First of all, appreciate everybody that came in with me and tuned in for the watch party. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, check that out too. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Now,
you held it down last night.
Now, I need to know, first of all, overall, right? What's your overall impressions of everybody know mine?
Okay.
Of the debates last night. Biden, Trump, first debate.
Okay. First, we're gonna state the obvious. We're gonna state the obvious right here. The obvious is this: Joe Biden had a bad night. Joe Biden had a really bad night. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. It wasn't as bad as the pundits portrayed it to be, as the talking heads on TV portrayed it to be. But nevertheless, Joe Biden didn't have the greatest night. Didn't have a good debate. Be it he was under the weather, had a cold, whatever. He was hoarse. You couldn't, whatever. We already know he stutters. He's been a stutterer all his life. Cool. But he had not the greatest debate. And then Democrats had a thermonuclear meltdown last night.
How about that?
Thermonuclear meltdown. I say, God, listen to this shit. Look. Joe Biden had a bad night. Own it. That's all you had to do. Own it. Go out there. Hey, it wasn't the greatest night. He ain't had the greatest debate. But nevertheless, he told the fucking truth. That's Democrats so eager for whatever reason last night to jump out there and throw Biden under the bus that you let Trump, you let MAGA, you let the GOP, you let them get away with so much last night. You let this man get away with lying on that stage for 90 minutes straight. That man lied about his record. That man lied about January 6th. The man tried to take credit. He took credit for shit Joe Biden did.
Hey, that was real odd though. Like, he just stopped and said, "No, I did the $35." Like,
yeah, he said, "Man, that was me. That wasn't him."
What made you just say that?
And we're gonna get into CNN about that.
That was
too.
real odd. We're gonna play a little bit of it too.
He lied
I
about
got some things about CNN too.
This would kill me.
So we're gonna play a little bit just so y'all can understand what's going on here.
When CNN didn't fact check fact check Donald Trump, Joe Biden did. And when Joe Biden sit up there and he said, and I quote, he said, "Hold on, you had to pay out all these, you had to pay out this money for sexual assaulting a woman. You just got found guilty of what do you say? Oh, having sex with a porn star while your wife was pregnant." And this dude sit right there and said, "I didn't have sex with a porn star." What? And they let him get away with it. Come on.
It was a lot of that. Like, all right, for me personally, everybody be screaming. All right, after this joint, like you said, motherfuckers had a heart attack. And they start saying Biden should have did this, should have did that, should have corrected them. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, there's no way you can correct the 27, 28 lies in a row.
In a minute.
There's no way to stop that. Other than to say that's a lie and move on, bro, because there's too many of them.
Okay.
And then somebody got to step in. The moderators got to step in and say, let's for example.
There you go.
For example, when he say, "Oh, let's go back for a minute." She asked him a question. He skips that. Don't worry about that no more. Let's go back to
Did he ever?
I did the $35 joint.
Right.
Huh? So right then the moderator should have been like, hold on. $35 cap that was put in 2023.
You was not president. Inflation Reduction Act.
So now move
That's
on.
all I had to say.
Go to what I asked you, Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't let them just say a lie and then you just be like, "No, but that's not the question I asked you." No, don't you just let a lie fly though. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Right.
He just screaming out shit that he know he had nothing to do with, but he know it's popular. He know people like. So he'd be like, "No, I did that." So now it's gonna mushy the waters up. Who did it? Who did it? Nah, he did it. Who did it? No, the whole time Biden did that.
Right.
Biden put your shit to $35. Everybody know what happened.
And that's the problem I got with CNN. Because if you're hosting a debate, you're putting a debate on, you pick the moderators, and you got all these rules. Okay, you got 2 minutes to speak, 1 minute rebuttal, and then you give the whoever's speaking another minute to rebut the rebuttal. Okay, we turning the mics off when the other one is speaking. They cut the mics off on Joe Biden in the mid-speech about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
Not even that. It was the way they phrased some of these questions. Like, you come at Biden with, you'll be 87 by the time the end of the term. It's like, what?
Don't matter what you are at the end of the term.
What made you say?
As long as you make
y'all realize the number 87 sounds like wow to somebody. You feel me?
Jedi mind trick.
That's that bullshit. Like, why you ask that question like that?
Yeah, but the moderator.
It was more.
CNN had rules on everything but the truth. How you sit there? Okay, you sit there and let Trump lie for 2 minutes. You give Joe Biden 1 minute. He got 1 minute to rebut, and you expect him to rebut 2 minutes worth of lies in 1 minute.
That's a lot. It was a lot.
Right. And it's not his job to fact check.
Hold on. But this is my problem, right? Like what you said, the Democrats freaked out, right?
Oh, yeah, they had a meltdown.
All right. So let's see what happened here. You're expecting an 81, 82-year-old to catch 27, 28 lies in less than a minute, catch all of that, and tell him what he going to do for America.
Right.
And tell him what he already done for America.
Right.
It's not even enough time for that.
And you left one part out. He got to do this all the while you got your finger on the mute button.
And then again, like Biden was not my favorite president, candidate, but it was irrelevant to me because of the policies and the direction that he want to go for America. So that's what I'm signing up for, right?
Yeah.
But as time went on, I told you I became a Biden fan myself.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And that comes from all the things he did for the black culture. Now, in this debate, he didn't get to articulate anything he did for our culture. Now he got a chance to spit out something here and there off the motherfucking Trump saying some wild shit. Then he'd be like, no, but I did this and that. But no, he didn't have a chance to say, all right, this is what I did for black culture. Boom. You feel me?
Right.
He never had that chance. So, and then my problem with people that's whining is like, the man is 82, bro. If you see an 82-year-old anybody, you're gonna hold the door open. You're gonna help him down the steps. You're gonna do all that, bro. Y'all can't keep acting like this man gonna supposed to sprint to this motherfucking podium and do a backflip. This shit is dumb. All right, you already know he's stuttering. Before he got there yesterday, he stuttered. Right?
Yep.
Then you're gonna throw in the cold, you know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna throw in the mics cut off. Y'all don't know the mics cut off is irrelevant because he can still hit Trump running off at the fucking mouth. We can't. He can't. So it's gonna be hard for him. He gonna look like he's stuttering and stop it. But that's that fool still talking.
Correct.
Y'all don't understand. See, and what gets me about Democrats is they pussies.
We're gonna get into that.
Pussies.
Get in there right now.
Pussies. You win on all issues. Fuck Biden. These motherfuckers will run a rapist, a racist. They don't give a fuck.
Come on, keep it coming.
The man was still election. They'll run him too.
Keep it coming.
They don't care. You
Don't
heard about
care.
the man being old. That's it though. Like you can't just eat yourself inside out for dumb shit. Buckle down. Start defending them. Start doing things different. Run the campaign different. Matter of fact, get my black lady out there.
Ow. I'm gonna get in that too.
Wait.
Okay, this is the deal.
The black lady out there to help with a lot.
Since I was going another direction, I can get back to that. But we're going to get to the Democrats real quick since you brought them up and what you call them. Yes, Democrats. I'm gonna agree with you on this one. Y'all some weak motherfuckers. Y'all weak. And I put out a post this morning, and I say it right now. This morning I woke up a proud Democrat, but I woke up not proud of Democrats. And I explain why. Y'all did our president dirty last night. Y'all did him no favors. Y'all did him wrong. No matter what the performance is, nobody got out there but Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom. Them the two that was all over the place. Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom. The rest of y'all want to tweet Van Jones. I'm gonna get in here. Van Jones and Joy Reid and all these people. Look, y'all let an opportunity, and not only did y'all let the opportunity get by, you let Trump and you let the Republicans off the hook. This man sit there and lied for 90 minutes last night. And all you had to do was own the bad performance. Just own it. Just own it. It was a bad performance. Blah, blah, blah. The man's working all the time. The man's overseas. He doing debate prep. Y'all prep this man for a debate on the day of the fucking debate. Who the fuck does that? Y'all did him no favors. And then when he had a bad performance, y'all threw him under the bus. You threw him and you let the fucking people on TV. The only two that I saw last night that really stuck up for him was his vice president and Gavin Newsom. They was everywhere. But all you had to do was get out. Yes, it was a bad performance. It wasn't the greatest performance in the world, but he told the truth. But listen, when was he lying at? Where did he tell a falsehood? Where was he wrong at? Y'all sit there and want to go on. Well, we gotta. He's too old. He's too old. You worried about one person too old to be in office when you got another motherfucker over here that's too dishonest to be in office.
It's not that. This is your nominee. Let's say
right.
Me and you're not Democrats. That's their team. We're looking at it from the outside in. That's your nominee, right?
Correct.
We're looking at the Republican nominee, right? He been convicted of 34 counts.
Right.
Convicted.
Right.
Not motherfucking tried. Convicted.
Convicted.
Right? And they still come to the court. They come on TV and say, no, that ain't what y'all saw. He's not really convicted. What's wrong with y'all? That's not even true. It was all a lie.
Who you gonna believe? Me?
They come on TV and tell you that shit straight up.
Right.
The Democrats don't do that. This
They
is the
don't.
shit they do. They melt down. Joy Reid, I love you. But you pussied out too.
Oh my God.
Start crumbling down. Our shopping, you stay firm. I get you. But most y'all motherfuckers, so many of y'all melt down that it was irrelevant for the Al Sharptons of the world because it just made it seem like all Democrats was motherfucker adding to talking points for Republicans. You dumbasses.
Van Jones.
That's the problem. Van Jones, don't bring that
Van-
bitch nigga up.
Van
All he do is
Jones-
cry.
Van Jones was fucking Chris Matthews last night. You remember after that the first Romney Obama debate when Romney got out on Obama and motherfucking Chris Matthews couldn't take it. You thought Chris Matthews was gonna cry. Man, I was waiting for real tears to come out of Van Jones' face last night.
Let's point what you just said. Obama lost that first debate.
I pointed that out. Yeah. And it wasn't a meltdown like last night, but it was a meltdown then. Oh, you let Romney do this. Romney came out and told lies, and Romney did this. And okay, blah, blah, blah. Next two debates, Obama cleaned his clock. No problem. But for Democrats, for y'all to turn on your candidate like that was wrong. And then you did not defend him. And then even if you could not defend the performance, his performance, Trump's performance was no better because he lied. Yeah, y'all want to feed into the fact that that he won the debate. How do you win a debate? If one person, I don't give a fuck if he's stuttering or not, if one person is telling the truth and the other person is lying, the person that's lying lies don't win the debate. That means y'all only going on the optics on what you see. Okay. Y'all want to throw him under the bus because of this performance at this debate. But get me right if I'm wrong. For the last two State of the Unions, it was low expectation. You expecting Joe Biden to come out here and we don't know what this speech is going to be. And the last two State of the Unions, he blew the doors off. And to the point that the Republicans was claiming he was doped up on something. And Democrats was energized. Look, had that same energy. Put that same energy behind your candidate. If he had a bad night, own it. Just like Barack Obama owned his bad night. When motherfucking Ronald Reagan got his clock cleaned, he owned it. Moved on. That's what you do. But since y'all want to be a bunch of crybabies, a bunch of wimps, as my man said, a bunch of pussies, this man was allowed to put out 90 minutes worth of fucking total BS lies into the universe, and nobody checked him on it. The fucking moderators, what are you there for? What was the fucking moderators for? All y'all was trying to do was get in your questions. You are the moderators. If you miss a question, so what? If CNN, your job, if you are hosting this debate, this is your job, to get the truth out. You are a news organization. It is to get the truth out. You fucking motherfuckers have rules for everything but the truth. You're gonna speak for 2 minutes. You can rebut from 2 minutes to 2 minutes, but we don't give a fuck if you lie. It is not Joe Biden's. If Joe Biden spent the whole night and all this time rebutting Donald Trump's lies, the debate still be going on.
This is some of the clips right here.
Do you support any legal limits on how late a woman should be able to terminate a pregnancy?
I support Roe v. Wade. He can take the life of the baby in the 9th month and even after birth. That is simply not true. We are not for late-term abortion, period, with the COVID. Excuse me.
Stop right.
Stop right there. I
So
how do you let?
He says stuff like, "You ripped the baby out after 9 months and get an abortion."
No, that's one.
That's not in nothing Democrats ever put up.
Okay,
I don't know what he's talking about. He just
this is
stuff
the one
like that.
This is the one. And that's a good point you made. But he took it even further. That's why I asked you to stop the video right there. He said, you can have how the fuck do you have an abortion after birth?
It's just the dumbest shit to say out your mouth.
How do you could kill a baby after, if you kill a baby after birth?
That's murder. Like,
my point is that
I'm confused on this dumbass, bro. Like,
come on, bro.
some of the stuff just so ignorant. You just be looking at him like, did he just say that?
And it's nothing for the moderators to
dealing
say,
with
sir, that is not
Everything we
true.
have to do with, look,
We had the safest border in history. Now we have the worst border in history. There's never been anything like it.
there's no data to support what he said. Once again, he's exaggerating, he's lying. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said
If
either.
a Republican did that, they'd go to
Thank you,
jail.
President Trump.
The only person on this stage is a convicted felon is the man I'm looking at right now.
But he could be a convicted felon as soon as he gets out of office.
He caused the inflation, and it's killing black families and Hispanic families.
Oh,
There
you
was
got to
no
get that.
inflation when I became president. You know why? The economy was flat on its back, 15% unemployment. He decimated the economy. The only one who wants the war to continue is Hamas. We are the biggest producer of support for Israel of anyone in the world.
He said the only one who wants to keep going is Hamas. Actually, Israel is the one, and you should let him go and let him finish the job.
The only existential threat to humanity is climate change, and he didn't do a damn thing about it. He wants to undo all that I've done.
The Paris Accord was going to cost us $1 trillion. It was a ripoff of the United States. He never fired people. I've never seen him fire anybody. I did fire a lot. I fired Comey because he was no good. I fired a lot of the top people at the FBI, drained the swamp. They were no good. This guy hasn't fired anybody. He's the worst president in the history of our country. He's destroyed our country.
Presidential historians, they've had meetings and they voted who's the worst president in American history, one through best to worst. They said he was the worst in all of American history.
He will drive us into World War III, and we're closer to World War III than anybody can imagine. President Xi of China, Kim Jong-un of North Korea, all of these, Putin, they don't respect him, and he's going to drive us into World War III.
You want to have a war, just let Putin go ahead and take Kyiv, make sure they move on, see what happens in Poland, Hungary, and other places along that border. Then you have a war.
The only reason I'm here is he's so bad as a president that I'm going to make America great again.
We're the envy of the world. Name me a single major country president who wouldn't trade places with the United States of America.
Oh boy. That's a lot in there.
Yeah. First of all, a few things Trump said there just was off the wall. First of all,
Off the wall.
the World War III thing. What is wrong with him, bro? Like, he think that if he let Russia do what the hell they want, cut off motherfuckers' supplies to Israel, get out of NATO, and all that would be good for America. Like, what planet is wrong? That's the thing I don't get. Like, see, that's why I feel like the only problem I had with Biden last night was not all the other stuff everybody worried about, because I expected that. The motherfucker old. I'm not even expecting him to do anything different. Then you throw a coal on it, that's going to sound even worse. But he missed opportunities. I don't know if that came from so many lies. He couldn't find the real part to really engage at or something. I don't know. It's like so many things coming at you. It's just
I'm
like,
about to say,
I don't know which one of these can I engage with this fool with. It's all lies.
If lies getting shot at you,
It's tough. It's
coming
tough,
at you like they're getting shot out of a machine gun.
It's tough.
That's a lot. That's
Because
a lot.
now you in your mind, you think, hold up, man, I gotta dissect that lie. But now I gotta answer this question he just asked me. See, that's why I say the moderators didn't do it right. Like, this person said something about that person, right? You never gave him a chance to retaliate. You gave him a new question.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when he answered that question and blended with the fuck he wanted to say to this person, then you being like, hey, he just brought up something that had nothing to do with the question. No, she stopped him, didn't let him rebuttal. Like, this the shit I'm be talking about, bro. It's like they was dead set. I'm gonna tell you right now, the campaign and Trump and these Republicans is exquisite. I just wish Democrats was to do it like them, when there's no hold bar and no give a fuck. You know what I'm saying, dog? They
But
ran
you know
around
what?
this joint and talked about the moderators for 2 weeks.
But you know what?
They some trash. They
Yeah.
talked to this, they that. And guess what they did in retaliation? Okay, you know what? We're not even gonna fact check, and we just gonna give a question and shut up. See?
Mhm.
That so they won't look biased to him. So he won that off the break. Then get him in there. He's still over talking everything. Even though the mic all man, you don't hear it. He over talking them too.
Right.
He over talking the moderator and motherfucking
I ain't scared of this.
it's the
motherfucker.
same shit.
But
But he a loud, boisterous person where he gonna be loud. His reactions are gonna be loud. Everything gonna be loud. You know what I'm saying? So if you turn the mic down, it's irrelevant because man, you can't hear it. But the person debating can hear it. Moderators can hear him. You know what I'm saying? And I heard a couple times. I can hear him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I knew he was talking while Biden was talking. You know?
Yep.
But
oh yeah. You heard him because he got loud one time.
yeah, you can hear it a little bit. Yeah.
Especially that fucking golf, that shit about going back and forth about
I don't
golf.
know what
game.
that was.
I don't know
Both
what
of them.
that is.
Then Biden gonna say some shit about as long as you carry your bag.
He said,
Like,
"Yeah,
bruh,
I play you carry your own bag."
like I don't know what's happening anymore. Once that start happening, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
"Ooh, Lord."
come on, man, come on,
Well-
come on. First of all, stay on point for one, and then whoever prepped you was a piece of shit. Like, get somebody on there that's gonna short bite these things, some short
Right.
things, because you fooling with an idiot. What you
Right.
gonna go in there and study some shit so you saying long ass sentences with big words for what?
Yeah, because
That's a waste of time with this clown.
Look,
In fact, that whoever prepped him should have had short bites, and then all your rest of your time rebuttal this fool, whatever the bullshit he just said a minute ago. Simple as that.
I can understand.
For example, when they say abortion, I want to make sure abortion is legal across the land. He don't. Now, guess what? That shit he just lied about. Let's touch on that a bit. You know what I'm saying? He got all 2 minutes to finish that up. Simple as that, bro. They got this nigga trying to explain things in deep detail, dives and motherfucking big words. And this nigga 82, bro. What we doing that with a stutter? And he got a cold. So who did this? So managers who did set this up need to be talked to. And the next time, it got to be short bites, bro. Make them set short bites and go at them with the rest of your time.
I agree with that because I think a lot of it was, like I said earlier, who does the debate prep on the day of the debate?
It's too much.
That's too much. That's information overload. So look,
I don't think
Donald Trump knows nothing about
all,
nothing. Yeah, Donald Trump knows nothing about foreign
He
policy.
said nothing last night.
All that shit. He's really a dumbass for real. So you don't have to look.
He definitely said
Biden been in fucking politics for over 50 fucking years.
Nothing
Almost,
last
over 50. Yeah, over 50 years. 50 years now. It ain't nothing this man has seen. It ain't nothing that happened in the last 50 years that he can't speak on. You do not have to pound information into this man's head. Yeah, you get him ready. You let him go out. You let him do his thing.
I said
That's all you do.
Just don't
That's all
prep
you
him.
do.
You just
Yeah.
go out there. That
Just-
fool not prepping.
just-
You know
yeah.
more than him without prepping.
You just go over what you
It's just
go
stupid.
over. You know, they gonna probably ask you about this. How you gonna answer that?
Fuck that.
You can have a couple of sessions, leave it alone, let him go out, do his thing. That's all you got to do. But y'all keep wanting
But if
to
he
be
had a cold,
technical
you
about
should
it.
have stopped prep the whole day.
Right.
Got his voice together.
Right.
Gave him a cough drops while he out there. You feel me? No cough
came
drops.
in that
He had
motherfucker.
nothing to drink. Just an 81-year-old out that bitch flaunting around with sore throat.
Oh, I wouldn't have had no sore
Now you
throat.
see what I'm saying?
I'd have
About
came
the
that bitch.
management, the people that's handling this thing is dropping the ball too.
I came
You
that
feel
bitch.
me?
I came in that bitch drinking cognac.
Like every time you see him talking, he choked and all that. He had no cough drops. He had no drink around him. No water, just nothing. Like anybody gets that folks start getting dry after talking. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. I lose my voice on here all the time.
It's like, bro, give him something
And
to
I'm
drink.
not 80.
They're expecting this 81-year-old to just be doing backflips. It's the silliest shit, bro.
But see, last night.
Don't trust me. We about to get some more coonery too.
Oh yeah, we gonna go a whole lot of more coonery.
That barbershop thing is. We about to jump on that ASAP.
Oh yeah, we getting that. But I stayed up late last night after the debate was over. I wanted to hear some of what the talking heads was saying. I already kind of knew what they was gonna say anyway. They didn't dis. I waited. What I did was I waited. I wanted to hear the focus groups, and I wanted to hear from the voters last night and today. And this fucking meltdown Okay, you could have had the meltdown. You could have been concerned. I think a lot of us concerned. The first 30 minutes of the fucking debate, I was, until Biden got his feet on them, I was concerned. But if you listen to the people who count, and you listen to the people who are the voters, they actually listened to the debate last night. They didn't just go by what they saw. They had a focus group of Latinos who was undecided. No matter what they saw, by the end of the night, this whole damn near the whole group had went with Biden. And they asked him why. Because, and they said the same thing, Trump was acting crazy and he was lying. He was not telling the truth. They asked a couple of other focus groups, okay, does tonight's performance, and this is what they wanted, does tonight's performance change where you stand on the election? 83% of the people polled said no. Don't change shit. You had two overnight polls that came out this day. One from Morning Consult, where now Biden 45%, Trump 44%. You got a Survey USA poll that came out today, where the first poll before the debate was Trump 49, Biden 44. After the debate, the poll is Trump 45, Biden 44. So in that poll, he lost ground. You had more people come out today. These are voters who actually listened with their ears instead of their eyes. I'm not voting for him or Trump, and I'm going for Biden. Okay, he started off a little slow, but the other guy, he was lying all night. Everything that came out of his mouth, it was unhinged, it was crazy, it was a lie. That's what pissed me off about you Democrats out there. The ones they talking about high up in the party. Y'all, you fucking missed the boat. Because the voters see this. The people who actually gonna go into the booth and hit the button or hit the screen or whatever and vote for one of them, they actually listened. And you motherfuckers having a nuclear meltdown, want to get the man off the ticket, you want to replace him with this one, replace him with that one. I got news for you. You're not going to replace him with anybody who's going to win. Because you know why? It's going to split the party. And you won't win. And a good portion, if not half of the party, will stay home. So you're not going to do this. The thing you need to do is take it on the chin, get the fuck back out there, and get on the grind. Those of y'all who want to sit there and put it all on Biden, you can't put it all on Biden because it's going to take the whole, look, in the Republican Party, it's not just only Trump. Trump's surrogates are out there telling the same lies he's telling. It might not be the truth, but like my man always say, they always on one accord. If one tell a lie, they like NATO. If one tell a lie, all of them tell a lie. But you got Democrats out here now, you motherfuckers, one bad night. You cannot, in the 4 years he's been in office, well, 3.5 years he's been in office, you cannot pick another night or event like last night. It was one bad night, and now you're ready to throw the dude under the bus. That's why the Democrat Party is looked upon as weak. And you got voters out there and people who are going to perceive you to be as weak. Oh, one fucking bad night. Y'all ready to switch all the shit around. Y'all about some of the stupidest motherfuckers I ever seen.
It's not even that. It's the fact that they help poll numbers come down because they are all Trump voters are going to be there. They every time they poll,
They go nowhere.
it's going to be the same number.
Yeah.
But you have a problem on the Democrat side where they always do stuff like this. Either going to be Gaza or it's going to be something else next.
Right.
Where it's going to fuck their fucking polls up. Which when you put them together, now he under Trump because his party is not acting right. That's the problem. So when people be thinking like he losing, he's not really losing. His party being assholes.
Right.
And that's the problem we have with the Young Turks and all these motherfuckers that's on the sidelines, like the Bernie Sanders type motherfuckers. They want to burn the party down and shit.
Yep.
They fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that went on. Look, Trump is a piece of shit. So anybody that watched that joint never changed their mind about anything. They knew Biden was old and they knew he was a piece of shit. That didn't change when he left. It was all the same. You know what I'm saying?
It's still the same.
Now, one thing about Trump, he does a lot of bullshit though.
Oh yeah.
For the black community, that's bullshit.
Oh, you about to go where I'm ready to go.
It's like at this point, it's like, bruh, for example, he set up a motherfucking barbershop, whatever the fuck, in Atlanta for the black reach outs, right?
Yep.
For what's this fool that don't think
Byron Donald,
that motherfucker supposed to been setting it up. Nobody there, first of all. Second of all, Trump never shows up.
Nah.
Just calls them.
He called him.
And when he called in, he say, yeah, I did the best for the black community in history. And you know what?
Who said that garbage last night?
I got my mugshot that y'all love me now.
Oh my God.
And then it was literally up on this bitch ass, whoever owned this barbershop, I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt at first, right? Because you actually ain't say nothing out your mouth in the whole video, right? Except for when he asked you a question, you never really got a chance to answer. My problem is you let him in your joint. First of all, you knew this dude was doing coonery. What's his name again?
Byron Donalds.
Byron Donalds is a walking coonery. A coon factory.
Coonery.
So if you're gonna bring up, oh my God, you had Dr. Carlson in there too.
Oh my God.
And it was just a coon fest in there. And you open your barbershop up, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the nonsense and listen to this cracker on the phone tell you.
Yeah.
Let's forget about Donaldson, bitch ass. He up his ass. He want to be vice president.
Which he won't be.
But you just a fucking barber. You got a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Once they leave, that's all you want. You just a barbershop and you got you fighting for your motherfucking shit. Yeah. They not gonna come help you pay no rent. They're not gonna help bring nobody at your booth.
Fuck no.
You just out. And I'll be fucking shocked if that black motherfucker answer any one of your texts from this point on after this day.
Oh yeah. A barbershop is clientele business. And if your clientele leave, you know, people don't get their hair cut anyway. They only get their hair cut by people they trust and people they like. And if they don't like you no more because you sitting there running around here with this kowtow to a racist, you want to lose.
Now
bro.
listen to this. Listen to this. This them in the joint. Listen, Greg.
Deregulation is bad. Deregulation is bad. But then you have Rocky barbershop, who you have to have a certain size sign when you opened up, right? Fulton County mandates that the sign be not certain. These are all regulations. What can Congress do, or going forward when President Trump gets elected? What can we do to lessen regulations for small business owners? We're not talking about the water, clean air. We're talking about small businesses. What's the talk on that one?
No, I was just going to pump that to Dr. Carson.
Oh,
Hey, Mr. President, how you doing?
Well, I'm going to put you on speaker, but actually a great question just came up. We're talking about regulations.
Excuse me.
Hey, it's Kunta Kinte! But I'm going to put you on speakerphone for everybody to hear. Hold on a second. All right, everybody, you're on with the president.
Hello, Mr.
Hey,
President.
Mr. President.
Hello, everybody. It's great to be with you. I hope I'm being well represented. I have a feeling I am. I know them very well. So I hope so.
No, you are, sir. But a question came up about regulations. And so what's your view of what we need to do with regulations when you come back into office?
Well, as you know, I cut taxes and regulations more than any other president. We had the biggest tax cut, and bigger even than the Reagan tax cuts. And I also cut regulations far more than any other president. And they have put a lot of them back already. We will get them cut so fast. And you know, it's very interesting when I went to business leaders and said, which was more important, these big tax cuts or these big regulation cuts? Almost every one of them said regulation cuts. And it made a big difference to their businesses, small businesses and big businesses. Great question.
Awesome. Anybody else got a question for the president?
Hold on, before they go further, right? I like this though. It's a whole group of them. It's a whole. They was in it for a minute too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first problem we had right here is he's saying being well represented by, I guess his name. What's his name?
I'll quote that.
So to him, by him being there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's good enough for him. He ain't got to make no time to be there. That don't put that in my schedule. Just send his black ass there.
He gonna carry the water.
Now, when he calls and says, man, I'm well represented there, so, and just got quiet, meaning he really had nothing else to say, right?
Yeah.
And then he gonna say, what about regulations when you get back in office? This motherfucker, right? Now, for anybody don't know, right? When we talking regulations, let's say if that motherfucker business is polluting a pond in your out back of your shit, right? Where you live at. And when you go to school, your school bus and everything is in front of a fucking cesspool pond just getting everybody sick. But they're huge business over there making millions and billions of dollars, right?
Yep.
So Biden regulate that business right there and tell them, motherfucker, you cannot pollute their shit. Stop it. That's a regulation, right? Trump comes in, pulls that out and let them fucking pollute your shit. Non-stop. That's a regulation. So when a motherfucker be like, what's the regulation? When Trump be like, man, I cut all regulations. That's not a good fucking thing, bro.
Yeah.
So don't listen to that as that's something good, because your water and some people in some counties and some states is in somewhere where huge motherfucking businesses is plopped in their shit and polluting their shit, bro.
Oh shit.
Water, air, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And then once you regulate some of that shit, that's what regulations are. But then you're gonna have Trump to say, "No, I got rid of all those." So you gotta make up your mind: is that a good thing or not? To stop that shit or not? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say some of this shit is just so dumb that it's like he brags about stuff is so dumb. Like, what do you brag about that dumb ass shit for?
Tell them that black folk will vote for him to get gas under the dollar.
So Mr. President, the statement, I'm not gonna call it a question. The statement is, black folks are voting for you if you get gas under $1.
No, I tell you, I got it pretty close.
I really don't want to keep stopping though, but these are black people and it's irritating. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah. Motherfucker probably ain't got a car.
This motherfucker is a senator. Like my man said, these are people in the Republican Party trying to figure out why we don't like them. Right?
Yep.
He gonna let him say, "Hey, I bet you make sure everybody vote for me if I get the gas under $1." He thought this shit was funny. Oh yeah, Mr. President, everybody gonna vote for you if you get the gas under what? The dumbest shit.
A little while, you know, we talk about $1.87, and now it's on its way up. As you see what's going on. I'm seeing $4. I'm seeing $4.50, depending on where you buy. But we actually had it to $1.87, and we had it to $1.52 at one point. You know, different points. But we had the gasoline as low as it's been in a long time. So I don't know if I can guarantee $1, but we're going to get it as low as we can. And that's a big spur for the economy. The lower you get it, that's a big spur for the economy.
I want y'all to listen to these people and see what is our.
Hi, Wesley.
I have a question for you where you've been talking a lot about no tax on tips. If you kind of talk about that and what impact that would have, not just on the black community, but on everyone. I think it's a winner for all of us. and it's your idea. So if you kind of talk about that, that'd be great, sir.
No tax on what?
So about a month ago, I was at my building in Las Vegas having dinner with some big people, business people that were, planning some big developments and things. And the waitress came over and said, "How you doing? How you doing?" And she said, "Oh, the government is after me all the time for my tax on tips." I said, "Really? They do that?" He said, "Yeah, they Biden just made the regulations much tougher. And it's very tough nowadays, tax on tips." I said, how would you like to be no tax on tips? Because first of all, it's very hard, it's a very hard thing to control from the government standpoint. But the people are very unhappy about what's happening, especially the new regulations. And anyway, I just came up with the concept of no tax on tips. Let the people earn what they earn. And I'll tell you, it has been so popular beyond anything. I've never seen anything like it. So we have no tax on tips. Vote for Trump, no tax on tips.
And Mr. President, we have Ben Carson's here with us.
Hey, Mr. President, how you doing?
Hi, Ben.
The coonery is so high in this room. It's ridiculous.
What you said about the regulations is so important. At HUD, we were able to get rid of over 2,000 regulations.
Right.
See, hold on, stop. See, regulations. Housing. He's the HUD secretary.
Mm-hmm.
What's regulations to him? He eliminated. Now y'all see what I'm saying? Popping discriminating against black people. That's a regulation. He eliminates it.
Yeah, but
it's a good thing for them. Hey, I eliminate all the regulations. Like they can do what they want to them now. They can pollute their shit, call them racist. They don't give a fuck. All regulations are done. Like it's not fun. That's not a good thing. And this barber is just sitting there, bruh.
you don't know no better,
bruh. There's no way I can let these motherfuckers in my shop, bro.
I know.
But I just want to encourage you.
If I was to let them in here, I would set their ass up for the biggest motherfucking craziest thing to happen to these clowns you'll ever see. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Oh, let me say something about this gas shit real quick. This is the Jedi mind trick.
If you're a business owner,
this is a Jedi mind trick they try.
Man, it's a coon fest.
Right. Now look, Trump was right. He did. Gas prices was lower in his administration than it was in a while. Why? It wasn't nothing he did. He didn't release nothing from the strategic oil reserves. He didn't negotiate no lower prices with the with OPEC or the oil companies or the oil rich countries. He didn't even drill. He wanted to, but he didn't drill any more than this country. Wasn't more motherfucking domestic oil made. Gas was low because of COVID. Because nobody wasn't going anywhere. Everything was shut down. So you had no choice. But if people are not going anywhere,
shipments nowhere, trucks wasn't going nowhere.
Trucks wasn't moving.
Just no
cars wasn't moving. Buses wasn't moving. Planes, as many planes as usually moving, wasn't moving.
So what was the gas for?
You wasn't using no gas. So everybody ended up with a surplus of gas to a certain extent. Which, of course, you want to get rid of this shit. You got gas is going to drop. And why was everything shut down because of COVID? Because he and his administration and the people that was advising him mishandled the pandemic. They don't never want to tell you that. They want to say, like somebody said last night, where the jobs that Biden got was jobs lost during COVID. Who mishandled it? If some people would have listened and not mishandled the pandemic, you wouldn't have the amount of jobs that was lost. You wouldn't have the amount of people that died.
I guarantee you this bar got some money for this. I guarantee you.
Hell yeah, they pay.
Because it just seems
I'm going to ask you, the debate is tomorrow. Do you think that you will get what many of my listeners are asking me? Do you think that you will get a fair shot?
Who do I recognize this bitch nigga
Jake
face?
Tapper
It's the
in
Chick-fil-A Bama.
You ain't been realizing
that's the Chick-fil-A Bama.
It's been the same. He only got a certain amount of people that go to his rallies. He been paying people to go to his rallies.
Keep in mind the Chick-fil-A thing that happened. That's the dude right there that was in the Chick-fil-A.
Which one?
Right here. Remember him? He the owner of the Chick-fil-A.
All right. So the barber must be the one that's dressed like Black Bob Big Boy.
On his other barber. The other kid. The other kid barber. Nobody else wanted to come.
Repeat that question, please.
Do you think you're going to get a fair shot from Jake Tapper and Dana Bash tomorrow night?
Well, I think
they challenge
for
them,
them, if they did it, I think probably not. You know, it's very interesting. During the primary, CNN covered me, very, very tough.
See, that's what I mean. Some of the stuff he do, you don't look at it, but they're tactical, bruh. And they good, they effective. They made them motherfuckers squeal in their corners and just do a basic fucking, I don't know what kind of debate that was. Where moderators are in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Because they didn't want to seem like they a convict. They didn't want to seem like they was being too hard on him. He set that up real good. You gotta give him credit for shit like that.
Here, as far as your court cases go and everything, and the support that you'll receive from the Black community is kind of like a sympathetic kind of support, because it's understood that we've received similar, not even similar, but basically we've been railroaded since the day we came here. I mean, we felt that way, right? So if you can acknowledge that you're getting support from Black people because of this, then we can kind of acknowledge that we have been getting railroaded. So my question is, what can you do about those Alvin Braggs on your side that have been doing such railroading
doing their job
from the time? What can we do about those Fonnie Willis's and Alvin Braggs that are right now sending some poor Black person to jail for some crime that they're doing?
Well, it's an amazing thing.
Wait. Before we go further. All right. We got an informed Black man in this bitch that they put words in his fucking mouth.
Gone again.
Now, he sat there and said the dumbest shit. I don't even think he knew the fuck he was talking about, to be honest with you. So, all right. So, my problem with this whole setup now is everybody being manipulated, right? The owner of the shop, the barber, the whole thing. He naming people he don't know nothing about.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we gonna do about the Fannie Willises of the world? Why would you talk about a Fannie? You don't even know what is wrong with Fannie. What are you talking about Fannie Willis, bro? Because she giving a case up because he tried to steal the election, bro? What's wrong with Braggs? He got 34 count conviction out of his anus?
Something like that.
Like, who fault is that? What are you talking about? And then you're gonna say, are you starting to get support because we've been suffering all these years. So what are you gonna do about these people? What the fuck kind of question is that, bro? What kind of question is that? You never asked him anything. What about the guns? If I go to Atlanta, whatever the fuck this barber shop at, it's kids dying in your neighborhood, bro. Is it a gun fucking problem? Is it a drug problem? Can Black people get apartments? Are they getting priced out? Bitch ass nigga, what about your shop? How long you gonna be there? You getting priced out of there?
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch. Y'all niggas better wake the fuck up. And for example, I don't give a fuck what you say about some business and all that, nigga. I got a barbershop my motherfucker self, 2 of them. And I'll be goddamn if Trump bitch ass can walk in either one of them and send anybody in them bitches and tell anybody shit. I don't give a fuck. It's just the bottom line, bro. Like, what the fuck are wrong with these clowns?
You know what? This is what I think gonna happen. Now he fucking around with Trump. His barbershop go under. He gonna get one of them motherfucking black jobs that Trump was talking about last night.
that he think Mexicans taking from him. He could be doing those.
Because I'm still, maybe you can help me out with this. What the fuck is a black job?
I'm not even gonna say your name like that because you really ain't say a lot to make me think you really love him. I think you got paid for this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey.
Hell yeah. He ain't shut his shop down for a day for nothing.
Now you listen to me, bro.
Especially for a motherfucker that didn't show
Come
up.
on, man.
That he
And
knew
then,
wasn't gonna show up.
what in the world is he doing for you as a barbershop owner? Because I would like to know. Because I own 2 shops and Trump is shit to me. He's a piece of shit and there's nothing he can do for me, my guy. It's real simple. So tell me as a barbershop owner, you bitch ass nigga, letting that racist pig get in there and spill more bullshit in your shop. You shut your shop down. People couldn't get their haircut. Black people.
Yeah.
Because you want to bring a fake ass pig sonography shit y'all got going there and play.
Right.
Like, come on, bruh. Using a black shop to use your name for it. Come on, bruh.
Man, look.
You can't get no worse than these dumbass motherfuckers, you know, especially him.
No, you can't.
Because it was completely irrelevant. Why is he even in your shop? He's not saying anything to our issues. You're not asking him about our issues. You got another motherfucker here that's sucking his ass so deep. You got another motherfucker here that's sucking his ass deeper than him. They trying to get each other out of the way like they're scuba diving in his ass. That's the problem we got, bruh. I'm at the point every time they have a black thing, I guarantee I see the same black people.
Look,
it's almost a guarantee I'm gonna see the same 2 or 3 black people in his black things, his black rally things. I didn't even notice that was a Chick-fil-A dude to the last minute when he said something that he said the same thing in Chick-fil-A, but made me think, wait a minute, that was him.
Well,
he owns a Chick-fil-A. Now he in there acting like he new to this barbershop. You know what? Hey, barbershop owner, I'm a nobody here. Like what?
This is
why they can't find no more black people is my problem.
It's about to get in.
Like why I gotta be the same black people, bro?
Because some people, some black people think they're above. They think they're above the bullshit normal black people go through. And I say that for this. You got, look, I done said it 1,000 times. Black people in the Republican Party
terrible
are some snooty motherfuckers.
It's like
they think they got some status, they think they got stature, they think they better than this.
We're talking about the actual lawmakers, not the voters of
the vote. I'm talking about the voters, the lawmakers, the governors, all of them, the Ben Carsons, the Tim Scotts, the Byron Donalds of the world, the Candace Owens, all these people. They think, look, and they don't record for some reason. I don't know if they don't recognize it or they don't want to recognize when they're being used, when they're being exploited, when they don't recognize racism when they hear. They think, look, if the majority of a people can understand it, see it, recognize it, know what it is, and you can't for some reason or won't for some reason, you need to examine yourself. Because what are we seeing that you are not?
All right.
But
First of all,
when we ask you to say, come to us, explain what you're seeing that we're not, you can't do it. All you can say, Donald Trump is not a racist. The Republican Party is not racist. But when you point out the racist policies, the racist rhetoric, the racist this, that, and the third that come out, we're all wrong. And you people keep buck shuffling and cooning and thinking you're going to get somewhere when you don't. Byron Donald and Tim Scott made complete asses of themselves.
Yeah, they flipped upside down.
They made complete asses of themselves trying to get that VP nod. And I said it then, and I say it now, because they cannot and they will not bring black people to the table, because we recognize, not only do we recognize bigotry, we recognize racism, but we also recognize a fraud when we see one. And that's why it's never gonna happen. That's why they was the first two after that garbage that went on in that church in Detroit, where they couldn't bring no black people up in there. They had to import. They couldn't even import they couldn't even find no black MAGA to bring up in there. They had to bring white people up in there just to halfway fill the church up.
The Chick-fil-A was trash. Everything just trash.
That was staged. And then you have this, where this dude that shut his barbershop down, and you still had nobody. You got all these black
really
people
nobody
in there.
Yeah.
All of these black people in there, so allegedly talking black issues. What can we do for you? Nobody shows up for these people. That's why y'all need to. Hey, but see, when you burn so many bridges, you can't make it back home.
See, that to me, less the barbershop owner wants to vote for Trump, right? There's no reason for him to be there. Like, there's nothing he can tell me. There's nothing you can be like, hey, because of this and that and A and B and C. No, because nothing Trump does can make me bring them in my barbershops.
Nah,
literally. And I got two of them, and he can't come in there and want them to say a fucking thing. He can't send people here to set up stage shit. Because if you setting stage something up, I'm embarrassed you in here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some crazy shit going on. So it's just gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna sit there and have him say, "Oh, that picture of me." Nah. As soon as he said that, like, bruh, stop disrespecting me. Don't say that shit no more, bro.
Using me. Yeah.
Simple as that.
Then they use these dudes for fucking photo ops.
Like, stop playing.
And y'all fall for it.
Like you said the other day, like, I'm gonna get to something real before we get out of here. The music in general, right? Our history in music, right?
Mm-hmm.
We feel different about how money has been, you know what I'm saying, dedicated, right? But we do agree on that. I do say that our culture dropped the ball in hip hop, right? And it's like, and on the flip side, I can't agree with you, because I feel like hip hop turned into something, an outlet for millions and millions of black people to become millionaires and billionaires. It wouldn't be a Jay-Z if it wasn't for hip hop.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be these mega motherfuckers. So it turned into something else for black culture to make it, where we talking about make it billionaire status. You know what I'm saying? So you can't deny that it helped both cultures. So whoever came in and helped us make this shit, they benefited and we benefited. So it's just, you can't really just say white man came in and benefited off that rap shit, because we both did. Now, what happened was the black man did not take control of it.
That's my point.
That's it. So you had motherfucking Bad Boys. You had who else? Them niggas. Who's that?
Oh, you talking about? Oh, you had no limit. You had no limit. You had Cash Money.
Just stay right there. That you can corner the market, period, with just those three. You can eliminate Jews, white, whatever you don't want in this.
Yeah.
Right or wrong.
Yeah.
And the music industry, far as hip hop, can be ran by black individuals, period.
It was supposed to be.
You feel me? You could take over and run it yourself. You don't need nobody else, right? But it comes to coonery.
But
once you get to coonery, bro, some of these niggas don't care.
But let's go
once
back.
they get up in the atmosphere of money.
But let's go back, because in the beginning, the first hip hop record of the genre, and the first really big record, came from a black owned record company owned by a black woman, which was the Sugar Hill Gang, on Sugar Hill Records, owned by Sylvia Rome. And she put out Sugar Hill Gang.
Blow into Warner Brothers, and what's her name got a hold of it to make it bigger.
Mm-hmm. But
so that means
Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, but in the beginning, she had Sugar Hill Gang. She had Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. She had Sequence. She even had Trouble.
No, don't get me wrong.
Time.
The 60s and 70s, our black people didn't do that. They own labels. They own motherfucking movie companies. They ain't do this shit.
I say that to say this. Even though you went from Sugar Hill Records, I'm not too sure who owned Tommy Boy, because Tommy Boy was big at the time, and then you had Profile, which was Profile, I think was Russell Simmons. Before Def Jam.
Def Jam too. You gotta remember, this is people out the streets, didn't even go to school for nothing or nothing. Right. Are billionaires now, so you can't hate that.
Yeah, and then from there you had damn it, you had Easy and Ruthless and with Death Row and Bad Boy. My point is this: just we could have took over this thing. Which
Swiss Beats.
We had all the talent. We had all the talent. We had all the know-how to produce the talent and put it out there. We was doing this and owning labels. But when it was time for us to get together and have our own distribution,
that was it right there.
That's where you fucked up at.
But we could have. We had the opportunity to take over this whole industry all the way up to now, where there's no such thing as Jews running things or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Where we run the industry itself. Not like, for example, Swiss Beats and motherfucker, everybody know the Versus, them selling it off to a known racist pig.
Yeah. That's just like
why?
On the subject we just talking about. Like Suge Knight. Suge Knight was supposed to have been the most powerful man in hip hop. You name one man on his label at one time. He had Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac. But you couldn't couldn't leave that street shit in the streets for 5 minutes, and you fucked it up.
It's the same, but what I'm saying is, for example, everybody know in the COVID time, you had Swiss Beats and Timberland when they was doing the verses. It was a huge thing, right?
Yep.
But y'all can't deny that was the black culture doing that, right?
Yep.
So that's something organically again that we did on our own,
did again,
thought of on our own, and then boom, he sells it to the white man. That's what I mean. Is like, if we don't keep our own shit to ourselves, we're not gonna have nothing, bro. It's like, what the fuck? So now, Versus, if he won, he could just indeterminate the shit. And then there's no Versus. And why would he care? It's not his culture. He don't feel the same.
He don't give a fuck.
Like, this the shit I mean. Like, how much money to sell your soul?
Yeah.
So whatever these two bitch ass niggas got, that's how much it is.
I mean, because you could have took the Verses.
We could have made this
big.
A
number. Because you got a number of you got quite a few black networks that you could have took it to.
Yeah.
You could have took it to TV One.
It had no reason to be on this shit.
Yeah. Even though BET is owned by Viacom, you could have took it to BET if you wanted to. You could have took it to TV One, or
a racist platform.
What's the motherfucker Puffy just had?
Oh yeah, Volt.
You could have on a for real, you two dummies. You could have bought Puffy's interest in Revolt, and boom, put it on there. It's a lot of things.
There was no reason to do with this white boy. He's a fucking redneck.
Or if you wanted to, because it's big. Roland Martin owns Black Star Network. If you want to stream it, you could have got it. You could have said, hey, Roland, this is what we trying to do. You know,
the
verses on Black Stars. Come on, bro.
They didn't care nothing about that shit.
No, it was about, but you dealing with Elon, and you know Elon don't.
That's why I say, this is it. These are our examples of how we lose. That's why we don't have our own culture. That's why guess what? Country music, they don't play that. They bogart their shit is their shit. They ain't playing with y'all.
No.
That's why you don't see them selling their shit.
Why you think they
to us?
Why you think they get mad when black people sing country music?
Exactly. They hold on to that shit.
Look at the shit Darius Rucker went through.
No matter how bad it is. They don't care how bad this shit is. They keeping theirs. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But us, we jump out our shit, sell it to them. They gonna destroy it because they don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's something that was really deep in our culture. It was heart and soul of our culture. It was versus. We was on fucking pandemic. We was in the house, fucking screaming at our wives, cussing our motherfucking kids out. And all of a sudden we had something to watch.
Yep.
We all together as black culture sat down and watched verses as our old rappers, singers got up there and sang their things in dual fashion. You can't even say, you can't get more black culture than that. That's and these two idiots sell this shit to the reddest redneck on the motherfucking most racist platform.
That's why
where it's gonna die at.
One of the people I always looked up to, and it was always gonna be my favorite show that was ever on TV. I love it. I even watched clips and reruns on fucking YouTube. It's Soul Train. Don Cornelius started Soul Train, and Don Cornelius and his family owned Soul Train, syndicated Soul Train, kept Soul Train black to the day he died. He could have sold it and let them water it down or whatever, but it was the one place, especially in the 70s, in early 70s and mid 70s, into the height of its popularity, that black artists could go. The black artists that you didn't see on TV at all. You didn't see them on other shows. You couldn't turn on American Bandstand and see Joe Tex or let me see, 5 Steps. Or the lady I talked about earlier on Sugar Hill Records, Sylvia Rome. She was one of the hottest soul singers of the 70s. So that's a man who kept it. He kept it black. He kept it in the family, and he didn't sell out.
Yeah. So to be clear to everybody, so from now on, Versus can't be streamed on no platform other than X. They signed a distribution deal to X to relaunch their Versus. Who is the co-founder? Look, to me, it makes me hard to understand how they feel like they can be like. To me, it's no such thing as a Versus where they can sell it. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can do this. Anybody can sell a Versus.
Right. So that means
it doesn't make any sense. It's not really anything.
Yeah, because you can have a Versus. All you have to do is call it. You can slightly change the format and change the name, and you can keep it moving. But as far as that go, that means if Elon Musk say, "Fuck that, shut that shit down. You ain't putting that shit out. You dead."
It's on a racist pig platform. MAGAs and pigs on there spewing their bullshit. You gonna get in with a black joint and think what's gonna happen? All that motherfucking racist ass messages are gonna be on there, bro.
Look, black people, whether you know it or not,
they be doing blackface and motherfucking
you got this
Ice Cube blackface.
You got the spending power.
What's the new blackface for y'all white boys? Y'all still doing like Michael Jackson and stuff like that?
No, the new blackface.
They doing blackface and Michael Jackson and motherfucking Tina Turner.
The new blackface form is hip hop.
That's what I'm saying. Is they doing blackface of Ice Cube, Snoop?
Yeah.
I gotta see it.
Man, you got white boys out here with dreads.
Cause I was shocked. Remember, motherfucker, a couple years ago, they had the motherfucking governors. They was doing motherfucking blackface and shit. Yeah. They was looking like motherfucker. Not Elvis. Who was the motherfucking black dude they was trying to look like back there?
One of them was doing Michael Jackson.
Definitely Michael Jackson for sure. It's like that's some funny shit. And then one of them was doing Tina Turner.
And look, and I'm like, you doing Michael Jackson and black? Michael Jackson ain't been that.
You might just stay white, motherfucker.
What's wrong with you?
And they put blackface on for Michael Jackson. If you gonna put blackface on, you gotta scritch down and be a little boy.
But see, that's the same thing. That's the same thing like Michael Jackson.
Hey,
that's the same thing with like Michael Jackson. They love the fuck out of Michael Jackson until Paul McCartney hit him to some slick shit, and Mike beat him to the punch, and Mike bought all the Beatles shit.
Yeah, he did.
And they still trying to claim this man was broke. He owned the Beatles catalog, and he owned.
I think Shaq got it now.
Nah, the
I think
kids
Shaq
still
got
got.
that shit.
He might got a part of, but most of his kids still got.
I got some.
Like
Yeah.
he owned, man. Mike had like 100.
He had
It's
them
100 and
Beatles
some
joints.
artists. I know he got like Willie Nelson shit. He had
Yeah, he used to
Eminem
write people
shit.
shit. People be in his studio and stuff. He got
Yeah.
so much shit. I know he had so much shit.
Then he got Elvis shit and then fucked his daughter.
That was crazy. Michael Jackson and Elvis.
I was like, Mike, that's some gangster
That's some
shit right
wild
there.
shit.
I said, that's some gangster shit. You fucked his daughter and then got the rights to his shit.
No bullshit.
And y'all thought
Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight for show.
Yeah, for shizzo.
Oh shit. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? That so much we got into tonight, you know.
Oh,
The
yeah, and I
debate.
ain't even got all the shit I wanted to get into.
Trust
But I'm gonna say
Politics
some of
give
that
us
shit
so
for
much to
Tuesday.
divulge into. You know what I'm saying? There's so much to get into. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? Shouts out to everybody around the world that be tuning in to us for sure. Appreciate everybody that took the time out to motherfucking subscribe to us. Appreciate you a whole lot. Thank you. Like, subscribe if you're new here for sure.
Yeah,
we
do
keep
that.
coming back here twice a week.
Something like that.
Hunting Magazine Coon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
And look,
well, we appreciate y'all a whole lot for sure. You know what I'm saying, dog? We definitely gonna be here back to back to back. We ain't going no
something
damn
like
way.
that. And look at y'all. Last night wasn't the greatest night, but it's always a silver lining to a dark cloud, because I saw last night that it is people out there that are really, really listening to what's going on. And that's what I want to say to y'all. Listen to what the fuck is going on. Don't go by what you see and the way shit look. Listen, get into it, because this election is consequential, because if the wrong mofo get in the office, we all fucked. You ain't got to believe me. All you got to do is listen to what come out of this clown's mouth. So
Facebook,
y'all to,
YouTube, Twitch, Twitter,
all of it.
Holler at your
Keep
boy
on
for
up
sure.
with us.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
And we'll be back.
Again, if you just subscribe to us lately, thank you a whole lot from the bottom of our heart. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog?
We just on here doing our black job.
That's it.
Ha ha.
Free of no charge, too.